Oregon, Iowa starts in like an hour.
We are live in Chicago. Welcome into Pick Central. Brandon Walker going down the couch. You see him, Marty Mush, Big Ev, Rico Bosco on day 3 of the proper NCAA tournament, right? Day 4. Day 4. Yeah, day 4. Last day of the second round. We'll have a Sweet 16 bracket as of tonight. You guys, how's everybody doing? Marty, you look particularly.
I'm struggling.
Yep. Yep.
Pockets are light. Mondays is like yesterday was supposed to be the last day.
Yeah.
It is a shock to the system that there's a game in an hour on a Monday.
And
And they didn't change the schedule at all. It's just a straight like Sunday schedule.
I mean, I feel for the Oregon fans. They're waking up for this game at 9 a.m. They have to watch this game.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Only 2 hours behind?
2 hours behind us here.
Behind us right now.
Got it.
So the game's at 12 Eastern. Yeah. What's
9
wrong?
a.m. Like
Marty's
huge
mic's?
game like that.
Okay,
that
we're good.
stinks.
It's crazy.
Let's mute off.
That's nuts.
You want us to keep going? All right, so we got 8 games today. We do have to stop and acknowledge the superiority of one of our gamblers. I mean, it's not really something I'm proud.
He's not here.
I'm not excited. Who, White Sox Dave?
Sucks to that guy's a fucking gem.
Yeah. White Sox Dave.
I watched at 1 p.m. yesterday and you didn't know what picks he had.
We sat down. What time did we sit down? 11? 11:30? No. Like 12:30 because the game was at 1. And I was sitting in between Big Ev, double vodka Don, by the way, and White Sox Dave. To my left, I hear White Sox Dave say, "Give me a vodka soda." To my right, I got Big Ev drinking vodka soda. Big Ev can handle it. White Sox Dave was done. It was gone at like 3 o'clock.
I was doing
streamed till
doubles
11.
too, for the record.
What?
He was doing singles like a little bitch. I was doing doubles.
Yeah, but you.
And I went out last
I
night.
never noticed it with you.
Because I'm doing my thing. Because I'm sharp. I'm locked in on these
I'm a
games.
pro.
Y'all went out last night after the games?
I don't know if I'm drunk off basketball or Ruppelman shots still. I don't know.
How long did y'all? We didn't get out of here till 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was actually just like I told Rico, you gotta let the peacock fly sometimes.
You gotta let the peacock fly.
If
Yeah.
I'm cooped up in here and don't see the outside or just music, I'm dead.
Well, I will say this. I feel like I've been in this room my whole life.
That's why we had to go out. We've been in Chicago, but we've been in one room for literally 3 days straight.
It's been wonderful. They've treated us very well.
No, it's been awesome. We just had to. I wanted to see Chicago a little bit. Just a little bit.
Rico, how you doing down there?
I'm doing all right. I think the seats could be better. Like, I've watched the tournament since the 80s with my family and friends.
Right.
And, like, you get a nice recliner, couch. We're struggling.
Well, can I just say,
In the Barstools.
You do have, well, I assume whatever you got left of the 50 grand you won from the Super Bowl, you could upgrade the seating.
No, that's all spent.
Yeah, it's out.
Okay.
I bought the fur coat,
Yeah, right.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
Cadillac, mother's name.
Right. I've been throwing a lot of envelopes around this place.
You've been greasing a lot of.
been greasing a lot of
He's duping
people.
everybody. Everybody's getting duped.
You're greasing people that don't need to be greased. I saw you like hang out 100 to the bartender the other day. The bartender's there to tend the bar. You didn't have to like give her $100 to give you a drink.
Right, but it feels good to just grease.
Yesterday, he was like, I'm
You know?
greasing. He gave the lady $50. She goes, well, around 67, so I don't know what's going on.
That did happen. That's true.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
She comes back and says,
Well, I didn't see the fairness. I didn't see the bucket. And we're in Chicago. In New York, around is less. No, around should be 67.
No, I would say 4.
In Chicago, 5 guys.
I probably should take that one. Double vodka Red Bulls are expensive. Marty also had one, so we had 2 on that round. That probably was good for 35.
You guys are pile jumpers.
Yeah,
Oh, he's buying the round.
Wagon hitcher, pile jumper. Well, how many new ones we got this weekend? We got wagon hitcher,
Yeah.
wagon hitcher was
pile
a good
jumper.
Pile jumpers.
Marty, you're both. You're a pile
Yes,
jumper
I'm
and a
both.
wagon
one. I'm
hitcher.
just a pile jumper.
both.
All right.
I said a lot of mean. I had to buy Marty a drink last night. I said a lot of mean things to him this weekend.
I just you
I had a tough weekend.
I called him an illiterate. Told him he was a wagon.
you didn't just call him illiterate. You called him illiterate. Fuck.
The illiterate got a very bad, like a booze almost. People were upset with the illiterate. Very mean.
Well, it wasn't the illiterate. It was the tone. It was the delivery. Yeah, it was very harsh.
Dave was aggressive.
Like
Dave
when
had
he
a
starts spitting and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was. I'm ready to fight you.
Yeah.
That was that kind of tone.
Dave had a good reaction. He goes like this. Who's he talking to? And then I just go, Marty. And he goes,
Oh, okay.
And eats.
It's like, all right.
It's fucking an all-time.
That
He's
makes
like,
sense.
oh, that idiot?
I
Yeah,
still have a
okay.
fucking
Listen.
I have a clip from Dave from Barstool. I was still saying like, we're not hiring you to write because you're an illiterate. That's literally like, just in case he ever yells at me for not blogging, I always have.
People start, Kamalko starts balking down the tree.
My favorite
the
part about
blogging.
that is, and it's whatever. I know what your answer is going to be, but so you're going to make him take a test. He lost a bet with you.
Yeah.
So Marty has to take a 7th grade math test.
They get progressively harder.
You called him an illiterate. It's a math test.
Well, we said
numbers.
tests. It can be any subject I want, but I think we're going to go
You
math.
said math though.
I'm
Yeah.
so fucked.
Okay. All right.
Bro,
And you
I-
have to take it until you pass.
I couldn't even imagine doing it at a division.
Like, when was the
probably.
last time you did long division? I couldn't tell you the last time I did long
Probably,
division.
honestly, probably 11th grade.
Long division,
And long
7th
division's
grade.
like 2nd grade, probably.
Right. I was going to say 7th grade. You're doing equations,
What?
aren't you?
Yeah.
We're getting into
Probably,
equations.
I don't
You're
even
probably
know
doing
this.
PEMDAS.
I couldn't even
is
tell you
probably
what
7th grade.
like long division is.
Okay. That's
No, I understand it's like division, but like how long? Like what exactly does it do?
Listen, but I'm going to defend Marty a little bit for someone who took remedial math at Ohio State, and also it's when you don't do it for so long. Really, you got kids and shit. Like math's like in your
I
circle. a
understand.
little bit.
Yeah,
Like, I just college ended. College ended.
I need
removed-
that shirt.
I removed-
Ohio State Remedial Math Department. I'm sorry. I need it.
I removed myself from math after that.
Please. I'm hitting up Triggs tonight.
These
With Big Ev at the desk
conversations-
like this.
The boys are
I got
down
math.
bad.
I got math in
You
my
got math
circle.
in your circle.
That's
so
a
it's bad.
I'm
funny
not
shirt.
down bad. I'm good.
That's not even like a knock. It's just a great one-liner.
No,
That's a
literally,
very
when I
funny
took
shirt.
the entrance test, I did so bad in the math test, I had to take remedial math at the community college just to get into like the entry-level math and just pass college algebra. I was a 23-year-old senior.
That's not good, Bob.
Well, that's not that unusual. 23-year-old senior.
Oh no, taking
Yes, it is.
freshman
Okay.
math.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I passed
Oh,
though.
21, you're a senior.
Yeah, but 23. So your life hasn't gone.
You should
It
only
was more-
have
it was
to
more about
use.
being in
27-year-old
freshman.
senior. Your
The
life.
entire class was 18. That
Minty
more
was
my
a
point.
36-year-old senior.
By the way, we're just here struggling. You know, we're streaming. We're in this room. Mincy's just out on the slopes. He's just in Colorado.
Minty.
He's doing blow off a hooker's ass. What's he doing?
He's like in a suite with the best service. Like he's like a king there. He's snowboarding. He's going to dance parties.
He's doing his streams, and there's people cheering him behind him.
Yeah.
And he could win a Bitcoin today.
That's probably the second best like environment in the last couple of weeks. I think the only other one
Oh boy.
would have been if you were at, a pool in the middle of the day. Just hypothetically.
Not even in the middle of like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, there's
On a Thursday, perhaps.
Wait, who did that?
maybe something's launching.
You didn't see that?
Hypothetically.
This league, man. This league. Golly.
Damn.
Oh man, oh man.
Damn.
That's not me. That's Rico throwing that shit.
I haven't seen a pool since '67.
Exactly.
Since what?
'67. Let's talk about the tweet last night of how college football's trash. See that one?
Facts.
Yeah.
Abilene Christian. We got Oral Roberts.
Well,
we
college
got
football
Royal
isn't trash.
Chicago,
College
and then
basketball isn't trash either.
This is just so much better.
College basketball provides a way better and more entertaining and fair playoff experience.
Correct. I'm fine with that. I think the NCAA tournament is the best thing in sports. It's incredible. It's awesome. It's the best thing college basketball has to offer. The college football regular season far and away trumps the college basketball regular season. So,
Yeah, it does. Not, I don't know about far, but, it definitely is better.
that college football season better trump it. They only have 12 games.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
no,
also
I agree.
true.
That's
But-
the
but
point,
from-
because the games mean everything.
But from
Like
September,
Ohio State fan, we lose one game, it's over.
but from
Yeah.
September
Like,
to
we're
early,
on the table.
But to me, that's a problem.
from September to November, every
You know what I
Saturday
mean?
matters. Every Saturday is an
but
event.
we've seen it. How about that USC team that ended up being beating State Penn in the Rose Bowl? They were the best team. They just lost one early on.
But like Ohio State's that year we lost in the fucking monsoon to Michigan
Yes,
State.
you
by
should have
1
had a
point.
chance at a playoff.
That team we went in the Fiesta Bowl and beat
But we're
Notre
headed
Dame by
that way.
like 40.
We're eventually gonna have 8. We're gonna have 8 probably in the next 10 years.
It's like-
It's not great, but it is what
It
it
just
is.
sucks. Like you don't get like it would have been.
Those teams
so
will literally have no chance.
zero chance.
Like Coastal Carolina doesn't have a chance in the
Cincinnati.
playoff.
No,
Boise State, Cincinnati.
And we're looking right now. I mean, Oral Roberts is in the Sweet 16. They're 15 seeds. The second time ever a Sweet
Right.
15 seed has made it. And Loyola Chicago, I think they're the favorite in the region all of a sudden.
Crazy.
And it's awesome. Like we're talking
It
about
is.
these
It's
fucking
awesome.
these kids. This fucking Crutwig kid who's got a mustache and a hairline down to his asshole, and he's awesome. His hairline's terrible, and I'm not a guy.
You're not a big hairline
no,
guy.
listen,
yeah.
Not a hairline guy.
Listen, he's not a handsome man.
No,
some might
and
say.
he
but he
breaks
can
it.
hoop.
But it's awesome. But like
It's
Oral
like the
Roberts,
opposite of Tanner
He can
Groves.
hoop.
Oral Roberts literally like
Tanner Grove's a mobster.
Oral Roberts beat Ohio State and Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's like you don't get that situation ever in college football. Which like I know college football's great, but it's like I
But
don't know.
also, I don't
just
think it's.
just to count. Yeah, I would say it's just different sports.
in college
like,
football, it's
terms
No, I
not
know.
possible.
of
Like,
the
I know.
physicality changes it.
Abilene Christian would get.
Like they would never beat like Ohio State in football. Like that would never happen.
But like Cincinnati didn't get a chance to do that this year. Like that's just like a team where it's like, and Cincinnati's not fucking Abilene.
No, for sure.
here.
No,
Right
I
here.
agree with
Okay.
you. No, they won't get it.
Gotcha.
Well,
No,
that's
no
like a-
G5 will ever get a shot, a real shot.
Which it's like, you know what? Let's maybe try it once. But it's just, regardless, March Madness is awesome.
TJ, I have an issue with the standings. So what? Whoever's tracking the picks has me at 5-2 on the weekend. I mean, we put out the picks publicly. That should have counted. I didn't know I had to do it twice for Pick Central. We put out the picks for the Moron Madness. I thought that would translate. We got to get that fixed. Because I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm just saying.
No, you're being a bitch.
Like Marty Mush is 9-7. He had more than 16 plays this weekend. I had more than 7 for sure.
Oh, I'm for sure not 9-7.
Big Ev have 12-12. He had-
I still don't even think that's enough. I was literally tweeting out like I literally in the morning was tweeting out like 15 plays.
I didn't bet four games in the past 3 days. I bet every one besides 4.
I tweeted all mine out every morning. I tweeted.
I lived a lot.
All right, so we are here in Chicago, and you guys will be streaming. I'm leaving today. I'm getting back. I'm getting on a plane, going back to New York. I'll be in studio for Pick Central tomorrow with whoever I can round up, and then we'll be back proper Pick Central on Wednesday. I think I got Rico Bosco one day this week. Wednesday?
Yeah. Today counts. So
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying.
what's that?
Today
Today
counts.
counts.
No, it absolutely counts. You're on the show. It counts.
Counts.
I would say tomorrow counts. You're going to be in travel, right?
Yeah.
You're working tomorrow, so that
Yeah,
counts.
Counts. 3.
And
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang. All right, let's go through the day's slate. We'll go game by game and we'll talk about it. Unless you guys want to go back through the weekend and talk about some shit that happened.
Nah.
All right, so the first game today is Oregon and Iowa. 2-seed Iowa, 7-seed Oregon. I'm going to stop, do something rare. I don't know if he lucked into it, but I'm going to give Marty Mush credit. Marty Mush on this show said
Finally.
the Big Ten's not that good. The Big Ten is not as good as the Big 12. I thought he was stupid. Rico thought he was stupid. Big F said he was stupid. The Big Ten has had a very bad tournament so
No,
far.
I somehow secretly agreed with him.
Wait, how do you secretly agree with somebody if you're publicly disagreeing with them?
Because on the pod, I was like, yeah,
entertained
he's kind of making sense.
You entertained it.
Yeah, I entertained it. I didn't necessarily agree with it. Right.
Big
Entertained is
Big Ev
perfectly.
shot down my throat when I said
Listen,
Ohio State.
we just cannibalized ourselves all year. We played too much tough competition.
No, I don't think that's true.
We all emptied the tank way too early. That's
The
what happened.
Big East had that problem years ago too. They're both right.
We
They're
all
both right.
We all
What
played-
is what this? It was battle tested last week. Now it's cannibalization.
Big 12.
because we were just too battle tested. Too much.
The Big 12 is also very good.
Too many battles.
How many did the Big 12 have in the Sweet 16? At least 2 right now.
They got
Baylor and who am I missing?
Oklahoma State's out, and they still got Oklahoma.
Maybe
They
they
still
just
got
have the
Kansas
one.
playing today.
Oklahoma
Virginia
plays
lost.
today.
Yeah.
Big 12's not good either. Maybe you were wrong.
Well, no, I still
Texas
Right in.
out. Texas Tech
How about the
out.
Pac-12
Oklahoma
though?
State
Yeah,
out.
so the Big 12 got smoked too.
Pac-12 is apparently the best conference in the country.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's talk about.
I said it before. I was going to say I think maybe we're all just like East Coast elitists because their games start at midnight. We don't give them credit.
I told him
No,
on
I've
the
been
podcast
watching.
too.
but I'm saying no one's talking they were the best conference.
I said
Absolutely
on the
not.
podcast.
What was
I
your
said-
favorite Pac-12 game you watched this year?
It was probably the fucking one we watched in Detroit. Was it USC, UCLA, or USC, Stanford?
USC.
That weird, crazy tip-in. I mean, Oregon's had some great ones.
Yeah.
Oregon, Colorado. This is the first time and second time we're both really good.
I said this the other day. I said if Cade Cunningham was on, let's say, Oregon, we wouldn't know him as much because of how late they play. The Mobleys are unbelievable. We know the Mobleys. A casual fan doesn't know the Mobleys that much on the USC.
That's the same with Chris Duarte. Is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah,
He's from Oregon today. You don't know
Many
anything
people
about him.
don't because they play so
He's
fucking
great.
late.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of Cade Cunningham, Oklahoma State had the perfect road to the Final Four, at least based on what the seeding said. And I've never seen a team just not be able to shoot that much. They came down the stretch. They were trying to make a run. They were getting open shots and just clank, 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 clank. They could not make a shot.
also, it was giving me vibes of like when Duke had fucking Zion. And it's like, give the ball to the best player. Stop letting other people, like, when it comes down to it, like, Cade Cunningham would score, and then these schmucks were shooting,
He
like,
was a little
bricks.
passive, too.
Yeah,
We've been saying
he
that all
is.
year.
We said
I thought he was a
passed
little
There's
too
this
fast.
much.
thing. So I think he hit the three. I retweeted it. He hit the three to cut it to 3 or 2 or whatever it
3.
was.
3.
Next 4 shots, all by guys not named Cade Cunningham. I love Boynton. I think this is a learning experience, but that's a rookie coach. He's never been in the NBA tournament, in the NCAA tournament, you know, and that's why I think down the stretch, Michigan's got some problems to worry about too.
Why?
Juwan Howard. Just that shit where it's like,
I think Michigan's in trouble today.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
LSU.
I don't think they are.
You don't think so?
I really don't.
I love LSU. I almost love them too much.
So Michigan
Can
has. I
Michigan
don't
play a
think
game in
LSU
the
has.
Can Michigan play a game in the 90s? And we love Dickinson. Dickinson's a guy who's got to slow it down. I don't know if he
I
can
don't
run
think
40
LSU
minutes
has an answer for
up and
Dickinson,
down
though.
like that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think LSU has a. I don't know what their
But they
counter
might not
Dickinson.
need one if they make the entire game transition.
Everyone's, for some reason, just counting out Michigan. They're counting them.
Well, it's if you do look at the Big Ten and all their big guns are like Ohio State's getting beat and everybody's getting beat, then why wouldn't you? Illinois is getting beat. Why wouldn't you say?
No, I understand.
And Michigan's without their best score.
I understand why everyone is, but I don't think it's that easy of a write-off today.
Oregon and Iowa are the first game. All right. Oregon +5 against Iowa
I'm literally just too biased.
because you like
I
Iowa.
just love Iowa.
I have. Oh well, I shouldn't say that. So yes, Rico, say something.
Oh, wait, before you go, let's talk about Brandon's Final Four. Texas,
I almost.
Ohio State,
Yep.
Oklahoma State.
No.
Who was the third one?
Illinois.
Illinois.
Still wrong. Still wrong. Yeah. I lost 3. I almost hope Gonzaga gets beat today just so I can lose the entire Final Four in the first weekend.
I warned you about 2 of them.
You warned me about Texas and Ohio State,
Ohio
right?
State.
I loved Ohio State. I thought Ohio State, that's the most shocking result of the whole tournament so far, Oral Roberts over Ohio State. I thought Ohio State was so, again, battle tested. But see, Loyola, Illinois doesn't surprise me because that's just a landmine for Illinois.
Plus, that's a major, major storyline game.
A huge storyline
Like,
game.
there was no chance Loyola wasn't coming out ready to run through
Right.
a fucking brick wall.
That is the biggest Super Bowl they'll ever
They
have.
have any other 1 seed, I'd probably add more points to the spread. It's Illinois, you're like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, for sure.
And Illinois guys were just there.
Those are kids who may have dreamt of going to Illinois.
That's like Abilene.
Does that sound crazy?
No, Abilene Christian.
No,
I
it
said the
is.
same thing.
There you go.
I was
Exactly.
like, these are all kids that would have killed to get.
I would love
get
to
a
be
ride
in the
from
burnt
Texas.
orange. Give me the burnt orange.
That being said, though, Abilene Christian in Texas, I mean, Shaka, how you score 47 points in an NCAA tournament game with that talent? How do you score 47 points with that talent?
He benched Greg Brown for 37 minutes.
Did he really?
He's a first-round pick. What is he doing?
What do you bench him for?
I don't know. There was no explanation. He was not hurt. He scored 3 points and benched him for over 30 minutes. What is he doing on the bench? Also, I have a problem with your unnecessary roughness.
I didn't do anything
Twitter?
to anybody.
I have a problem with the Twitter. They were like, "Oh, everyone's chirping me about they're chirping about the
Yeah.
how the playoffs better, how this is better." They're saying like, "Oh, but you're chirping me, but Gonzaga's undefeated and going to win it all." So Gonzaga wouldn't have the chance to do this in the college football because of their conference.
And also I disagree with him because if Gonzaga does win it all, it is their first. It would be their first national
Their
title.
first, but it's
So
also like
it's not like
And the first
they're,
undefeated team in like 40 years.
they're not like a power that's. This is their. So I don't agree with him, but I love. I'm not gonna.
no, it's
I'm
good
not gonna chain up my
interaction.
dog. I'm gonna let my dog
No,
run
it's a
around
good
the yard.
interaction, but
Jack,
I'm just-
Jack is my dog.
I'm just saying, they wouldn't even have a
I'm not
chance in
saying
college
he's
football.
I'm not saying that Jack is a dog.
No,
I'm saying,
Brandon puts Jack on a leash.
you understand
and
what I'm
go.
saying? I'm not putting my gun in the holster. I'm letting him fire off.
Got you.
Yeah. Now he's a gun. Is that better?
Yeah.
I like Iowa.
Your hair looks good today, Rico.
Thanks. Little too much fluff.
Okay, take the fucking compliment. You like Iowa. I like Oregon. You like Oregon?
I'm on Oregon.
I'm on the over.
148.5.
Love that.
Two really bad defenses. 78th and 50th. Although I was like top 15 the last 2 weeks. They've put it together. And I've
defensively.
Watched, yeah, and you watched Oregon against Oregon State, which is turning out to not be a fluke. Maybe Oregon State was just better than we thought, but Oregon was a disaster
But are
in
you
that game.
scared a little bit that Oregon's just been cooped up? They haven't played
A little bit, yeah.
That
Oh
not
shit! I
playing
forgot
VCU,
they hadn't played. This is their first game.
Not playing VCU is tough. Like Iowa has that game under their belt already. They're not rusty.
Yeah.
Oregon's been stuck in
And
that hotel.
that first day was such ugly basketball because of these teams that haven't played.
Yeah.
Oregon
And they
doesn't
get
have
cooped
a great big guy either. So I think they
kinda
got to
like-
start feeding Garza.
Kind of like Iowa
up.
now.
Like the under.
I don't know if I like the under. I think Iowa's going to score. They're going to run.
I'm on the over. Oregon
too.
wants to run too. I'm on
Maybe
the over.
first half under, because Oregon's so cooped up.
1:40 p.m. We got Oklahoma and Gonzaga. I thought it last week. I think it now. I don't think anybody's testing Gonzaga. I think Gonzaga's rolling through this tournament.
This is where Dan says spreads don't matter. You just got to bet Gonzaga.
14 and a
Just
half.
because. It's just like don't overthink it.
It hurts, but yeah, I like Gonzaga as well.
You have to.
I'm
it's
not betting it, I'll be honest, but
You can't be like, I like Oklahoma to fucking stick with them today. It's tough.
The thing
to
about
do.
Gonzaga is, like, they started slow the other night, and they ended up the game went under because of it. But every possession they have, like I watch these teams, and some possessions are just trash. They never get the ball within 35 feet. You get trapped. Every possession Gonzaga has looks like it has a purpose and looks like an actual good possession. Every single time they're on the offensive end, it looks like they know what they're doing, and that is kind of rare in college basketball. That's how, and they got a great wherever the ball goes, it can be scored from.
It's because one, I feel like Kispert doesn't get enough love because Suggs is younger and he's just like electric. But like Kispert's the best player on that team right now. Timmy's that fucking pisses me off, but he's just fundamentally unbelievable.
Mr. YMCA.
Timmy's the guy that 10 years ago or 15 years ago would have gone to Duke.
Yes,
He would have been a Duke player.
for sure.
Actually, Gonzaga is like West Coast Duke now with the guys they get.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But Kispert's unbelievable, and then when you have Nembhard coming off the bench, it's like, fuck.
Who's the point guard that makes all the great passes?
Suggs.
That guy, man.
Yeah, he's
That guy, he is sharp with the passes.
I know.
I was
pretty sure was he a high school quarterback as well?
yeah.
Yeah,
They
said
do it all
he
the
was
time.
Mr. Football in
Got
Minnesota.
it. So it's him and Cunningham, who were both Cunningham we talked about too as a quarterback, right? I think that shit translates. You see it. I think they're two of the best point guards in the country. Maybe it's the football mindset.
all right.
They're both big too.
They're really good, setting guys up. They're
So
really
nobody's
good.
taking Oklahoma.
I just don't think he can.
The line is, I don't think you can
I
either.
plugged my nose and took it.
Oklahoma.
I've been doing.
You're on
dogs.
the underdog kick
I've been
today.
doing dogs for the last like 2 weeks. I'm
And I'm
just
not going
riding.
to say
It's been
like
an
you're-
underdog tournament.
I'm
I
not
just
going to
keep
say you're
rolling.
an idiot because like it's 14.
It's one of
points.
these, I'm
And
doing
Oklahoma is like they could fight, but I don't know.
Just plug my nose.
But that could also be a game where you blink. It's like, what the fuck am I doing?
I've
We don't
heard-
think Harmon's playing though, correct?
I don't think he is. I haven't
don't think
heard
he is
anything
either.
I don't
else.
think so either.
I've heard all the rumors and the innuendo and the discussion. Let's talk about it here. Do you guys think White Sox Dave should get half of that $10,000?
You're a team.
I guess.
Yeah, he should, but he
guess.
shouldn't at the same time.
24 picks. I made all 24 of them. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're a team, right?
Yep.
Team. But,
I mean, my teammate won 20 grand.
oh yeah.
That's the best
Yeah,
story.
Marty got
of the weekend.
left out to fucking.
That's the
dry.
best story of the
Oh my
weekend.
god.
And
How about
shout
Glenny
out,
just showing up and getting 30 grand for nothing?
shout out Spider, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Spider's
Happy birthday to
birthday too?
Spider and
fuck.
Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
Jack Spider.
Who'd someone just say something? Did you say something?
We're
No.
talking Gonzaga, Oklahoma.
No, you said something.
I was talking about
Oh,
the team.
Glenny.
Okay.
Glenny.
Glenn, yeah.
Glenny showed up 4 days, had, I'm going to say, I honestly
close
think
to
about
close to
90,
I was like close to 100 high noons potentially.
90 to 100 high noons. Didn't know, couldn't tell you one of the bets he had.
No.
He won a Bitcoin and 20 grand. And just had a great time.
Although the Bitcoin is split now, right? Split several ways.
Even if it was split 10 ways, it'd still be like $5 grand.
Right. I think it's going to be, it's going to be at least 6 ways. Might be 8 ways.
So right now it's,
Yeah, so that's 8 ways, which is still fine.
least
8 going into 60 is.
and what, so it's at least 4 because one's today, and then
Lenny and Caleb,
Right.
me and Hubs,
Rhea and Fran,
there's one
and then a
guaranteed.
winner of either
what about
Chiclets
that?
or
that was
Vincent?
Nancy and Lil Sass.
so I'm in a
King of New
group
York.
chat with Hubs and Tommy, and when Oral Roberts won, they're like, I'm gonna kill myself, all this stuff.
Right.
And then it went back and forth, but like it was I understand where they came from. I understand where, even though Rhea and Fran, I mean, they had to win 1 game. That's all they got. But they gave him the 15, and Dave didn't know that was a regular. But that was an unbelievable storyline.
Yeah, but it ended up
did-
working out.
Well,
Yeah,
that's where it
it
almost
corrected
looked.
itself.
That's almost where it looked bad for them. It was like,
Well, because Dave didn't realize that was.
Well, they had
Well,
that
Dave
was
gave
their
them the
original
15.
team, and they had tweeted 25 times. That's why they were giving other teams.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then he took their team away, which wasn't right. He knew it wasn't right, but he didn't do it on purpose.
yeah, because he
Yeah,
saw
he didn't know
15.
they were the initial team they drafted.
Yeah.
He didn't realize.
He
If
thought-
you have Oregon State, Wisconsin, and Oral Roberts, you're usually just going to give them the worst team and give them the other team Oral Roberts. But it worked itself out.
How great of a storyline would it have been if they said, okay, you pick who you want to give up, and they gave up Oral Roberts?
They probably would have. Oh, I would have gave up Wisconsin, but I
Yeah,
feel
for
like
sure.
Yeah, I would have gave up
I
Wisconsin.
guess it's easier to say that now, but.
But one of
it's
them
still-
would have been
they're
like, all right,
probably-
Wisconsin or Oral Roberts. They would have been picking between the
Tommy
two.
and Hubs probably never had oral. So, Abilene Christian, UCLA, what? Ding, ding, ding.
Just a.
Abilene Christian, UCLA. I think this is the biggest under game in the history of under games in this tournament.
What's the spread?
It's
4.5.
It's 4.5 or 5, yeah. 4.5. I think UCLA is going to hammer Abilene Christian.
I do too.
I can't see Abilene Christian staying in this game.
I do too.
I know they beat Texas, but Texas has Shaka Smart. UCLA has Mick Cronin. Big difference in quality of the coach.
And Mick Cronin's dad.
What, he's dead?
No, his dad.
I didn't realize that. Have you? I don't know if
not
I've said
dead.
this on the show before. Mick Cronin is a shockingly small human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, very small. I think he's 4'11".
I'll say it every time. I don't like him at UCLA. He just always should be at Cincinnati.
He is more of an Eastern coach or
Yes.
a Midwest coach.
He's a coach who is proving the program. Like he should be at Cincinnati. He should be at Houston. He should be at
Creighton. He's
just-
one of those guys.
And you can't deny the guy. Like he deserves to be the coach of UCLA.
Like, if they hired him at
but
Wichita
Marty's
State.
right.
Hey,
yeah,
good
exactly.
coach.
I like him better as a
He's a good
grinder.
coach,
for sure.
I want him to be like a tough team, annoying team.
Scrappy.
UCLA.
If you're
that's like
UCLA,
Mike-
Wins
like
like
Mike-
61.
UCLA needs a tall, good-looking guy as its coach.
Like I don't like Mike Leach at Mississippi State. I'll be honest. He needs to be in wacky games where I have to pay
But
extra
here's the
for
thing.
my cable
Here's the
package
thing. I
to
think
watch
he does
it.
fit because he was
he
at the
does.
Mississippi State of the Big 12, Texas Tech. He was at the Mississippi State of the Pac-12,
I think
Washington
Mike
State.
Leach fits that.
I agree with
He-
Rico.
he'll-
It's a little off. It's a little
It's
off.
it's
Like, I
not
would like
natural.
to-
Like obviously, like Wazoo makes obviously he was at Tech forever, but Wazoo makes so much sense. Like just wacky Pac-12.
It would be so much more fun if he
throw
was
it
like,
70
you know
times
what?
a
I
game."
want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Colorado. Like, just give me, you know what I mean?
It's like I used to do on NCAA 14 or NCAA football. I'd build up a team and then I'd go to Hawaii just because
course.
I like the uniforms, or go to UCLA because I like the uniforms. UCLA, Abilene Christian, Rico, what do you think? You made a face when I said UCLA easy.
I'm going to stick with my theory of the emotional upset, and I don't think it works out for him. I like Cronin. I'm going to go, and the Pac-12 has been really powerful. I'm going to go with UCLA.
Okay, I don't want to
But I
disagree.
can see how any kind of ugly game keeps Abilene Christian in it.
I don't
So
wanna
what you're
dis-
saying keeps them in it.
I don't want to disagree with you too hard here, but your theory that when a team pulls off a huge upset, they're dead and they don't cover the next game. I mean, Oral Roberts just won 2 of them.
Yeah, that stumped me.
Yeah.
North Texas got
Oregon
their.
State.
Oregon State didn't necessarily pull off the emotional last minute.
hear you. All right.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
So
okay.
they
Oregon
weren't
State
gut
just-
wrencher.
I got you,
North
I got you,
Texas
I got you.
gut
I
wrencher.
understand,
So it's
I
1-1.
Yeah. let's see who, like Ohio today is a good theory tester of that. They beat Virginia, which had to be draining.
Yes.
Now they play Creighton.
But
we were
I
talking
like
about
Ohio in that game because Creighton's fucking fraud.
They also against Virginia, they didn't even play that good. I don't think they didn't.
No.
Like they missed a lot of
both
shots.
By the way, Villanova, probably far and away the best team in the country, at least last night. When Gillespie went out, I thought they'd be dead. I picked Winthrop to beat them, and then I picked them yesterday -6 because I thought, okay, well they looked good the first game. They couldn't miss.
No,
they were fantastic.
That's what they do. When they shoot a ton of them, they shoot them well.
They started. They were like 7 for 10 the first 12 minutes.
This
of the
is
game.
exactly the reason why I want to pick Creighton today. We've been all out on Creighton and Villanova the entire year.
Yes. No,
We've
I
been
agree.
They're kind
But
of like,
Villanova Sweet 16 has beaten a 12 and a
but that's
13. No,
Yeah, 13.
but that's exactly what Creighton's
Winthrop?
road is too.
12. North
12
Texas.
12 and a 13. Yeah.
I want to stop and go back towards what happened this weekend real quick before we go forward on the card. Why is the Syracuse zone so befuddling in the tournament? Bob Huggins has been the coach. He's won 900 games. If Bob Huggins can't have his team ready for this zone, why does it work like this?
We talked about this a lot yesterday. I'm gonna tell you why. It always does well in the tournament. It's the triple option. They don't see it. And then think about this. They play them the second game. Like you have 1 day to prepare. Like they don't really like in a tournament setting like this. You don't get to prepare for it.
And
it's literally like the triple option. I think it just puts you. It just makes you freeze. And if you have a center that flashes to the top the stripe, and he can't knock down jump shots, you're lost.
West Virginia was
it's not
prepared to
even
face
just that though too. When your center
can't make the right
has
pass,
4 options to either dribble, shoot, pass, or try and do something, he fucking
brain
freaks
explodes.
out.
Like Culver is not like a.
If they had a different
like
player in that spot yesterday, I think they win the game.
No, I was saying they should have started flashing like a guard up there.
They were getting looks. They were getting looks.
Sure.
But the center, when he would get at that spot, was either going to miss the jumper or turn the ball over.
Yeah, they don't know. He doesn't know what to do with the ball in his hands in space like that.
Syracuse isn't like that. It's not as dominant in the ACC because they all know it.
Exactly.
And Coach K is his best friend. He knows, they talk about defenses like that.
Again, Bob Huggins, though. I mean,
I understand, but it's kids that don't see it.
When you don't see it, it throws you off.
They never see it.
That's why you see Army take Oklahoma to overtime, Michigan overtime, almost knock off every now like it throws you off.
So I think so. Off that real quick, I think so. It's not necessarily the zone scheme. It is the zone scheme because they run it. There's a lot of wrinkles to it that only Boeheim knows about. Everybody thinks they can run it, but it's also the length. How many big Syracuse, Andy Routens, all these guys, it just seems like they're fucking big stretch guys that are nimble. They're not like big Kofi Coburn monsters.
Big white guy at the back, Dolezaj or something?
Dolezaj.
He looks like you wouldn't expect him to be a lockdown defender, but he's taking charges. He's doing everything the right way on the backside.
They can cover. It's guys who can cover the wing and the post and be nimble enough to recover on both.
And the thing is that what Syracuse did so well is that they didn't run with West Virginia. They got us half court. They kept them to half court, and West Virginia loves to run this year. It's not that team where
they basically used great defense and 2 very hot stretches from Buddy Boeheim, and that was the game.
Right.
And it's just, and someone said Buddy Boeheim actually did he's ruining coaches' kids. It's always funny. Calipari's son's a loser.
Yeah.
He's he comes in off the bench. Buddy Boeheim's sick.
It stinks that he's good.
Yeah, I know. It's ruining the whole thing.
Well, Buddy Boeheim, incredible name.
Yeah.
If Jim Boeheim didn't exist, Buddy Boeheim is still an all-time.
Yes.
2, he was 55 years old when he made this kid. Jim Boeheim's 75 years old.
I guess.
People aren't talking about that.
They're not talking about that enough. He's got two young. He's 75 years old.
He's got good shooters.
Buddy Boeheim is in college.
His swim is fucking cling, huh?
It's good. My dad's 55 right now. I couldn't imagine him having a kid. Holy fuck.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Buddy shirts are available in the Barstool store. By the way.
You approved them, huh?
Who said I did?
Oh, I watched that exchange last night. It was a little rough.
Yesterday, Rico just says some shit sometimes. He goes, it'd be so much easier if we could just use their logo. You fucking think? You said that and you know it. When it comes out, I was like, yeah,
well, I
think I'd love
He is right. It would be easier.
I know,
but I was the one who said we do need an orange.
Sure. But
I feel like people would be like, this is the knockoff Paulie D shit.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Before we put the orange.
But I was like, you know what? Yeah, I wish I could put Syracuse on.
The game that you two almost got in a fight about, I thought Texas Tech was better than Arkansas. I thought Texas Tech was going to beat Arkansas. Why are you making that face? I was wrong.
Got it.
No, but I also It was a great game. Like, it wasn't like they were.
It was
so
like a
much
bad
better.
game with a great finish. Like Texas Tech was just missed so many
They
shots.
started hot, and then they just went cold for like the total end of the first half and then the beginning
And
of the
that's
second
why
half.
I honestly think that Texas Tech is still better than them because they missed so many shots.
Yeah, but it
open
doesn't matter
shots.
anymore.
I'll
Texas
just,
Tech's at home.
I mean, credit to
Also,
Arkansas.
down the stretch, honestly, 2 calls that definitely should have went their way on fouls, but
For
they
sure
just played.
fouls.
They
just
held
played like
McClung.
shit.
They held McClung to 6 shots.
I know.
How do you hold McClung to 6 shots? Why is he only taking 6
Got
shots?
athletic guards.
Their guard. He's the only guard.
Hold it up, Marty.
No.
Right here.
I meant Arkansas.
No, I'm saying that Texas Tech was that's like their only option.
Our favorite sports drink, Body Armor, has got us covered with Body Armor Edge. You can see me and Marty both drinking it. Why? Because it gets us going. It's got 100 milligrams of caffeine, 1,000 milligrams of electrolytes to keep you going through the last buzzer or finish line. We probably shouldn't be tired because we're not doing actual work for a living, but we are tired. First thing I did this morning was grab a Body Armor Edge. I've got the Tropical Chaos. He has the Berry Blitz, I believe.
Yep.
They are delicious. They get you going. They have everything you need to go through the day and do what you got to do. Again, that's Body Armor Edge to give us our edge going into the last day of the first 2 rounds of the tournament. You guys feeling all right? You good? Get the shoulders loose?
Feeling good.
Body Armor Edge, it's in 7-Eleven. You can order it on Amazon. Check it out, Body Armor Edge, delicious. Okay, let's go back through, let's go back into today's slate. I'm sorry.
LSU, Michigan.
Thank you very much. LSU, Michigan. Michigan is, we've had one #1 seed from the Big Ten go out. That was Loyola and Illinois. Oh, Rico, let me stop there.
Yeah.
Did Illinois get screwed because of bad seeding to Loyola?
No. All the 8-9, a lot of the 8-9s are pesky. LSU's pesky.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's pesky. Mizzou was a top. I mean, they stink, but they were a top 15 team at one point this year.
Yeah.
Is that outlandish? Who's the 8-9 up in the corner?
I'll tell you who got fucked.
Carolina. Marty
Wisconsin.
I love their draw. Yeah. Wisconsin's okay.
Who got fucked was St. Bonaventure. They shouldn't have been seeded that high. They should have been seeded lower.
So who should have been a 9?
They had a tough first game of beating LSU when they could have been like a 11 or like I don't what.
It's crazy how
the Bonnies,
for being like
they
a
were
9,
seeded too high.
It's crazy them being a 9 get a tougher game than if they were like an 11.
Yes, sometimes it's beneficial to be an 11.
Well, that's the thing.
Like Q, same thing. Like they benefited from being an 11 over like an 8 or 9.
That's the thing with Oklahoma State. Like, I mean, I know it's actually kind of the same because the Oregon State zone gave them problems, but you could have flopped West Virginia and Oregon and Oklahoma State.
And they're both out.
So Oklahoma, I understand, but Oklahoma State, what if like they get to play?
No, it's about matchups.
Syracuse,
I see
you know
what
what
you're
I
saying.
mean?
Matchups.
They get to play Syracuse.
I'm going to eat lunch at the airport, and I'm excited about it. I was thinking about what I might eat at the airport.
How are you excited for lunch at the airport?
I'm hoping there's a Chick-fil-A in there. Come on. Why wouldn't you be excited for? It's a new airport. You don't know what foods are in there. You got a long row of restaurants. It's always fun to walk through and see what you got there.
Too big.
What?
Too big of an
This airport's huge.
Well, that's fine. I don't mind.
I don't like taking the train thing.
I'm gonna have to take a train thing.
I don't know if you do. I haven't flown back from here yet, but
I'll probably just go right to my terminal.
How have
right?
you not flown back from here yet?
I went with Dave the last time.
Yeah. That makes sense, right? Checks out.
Checks out.
Have you been on it yet?
No.
Have you been on it yet?
Many times, actually.
Yeah.
Actually,
Football
I
show.
would say I've been the most of it out of anyone here.
Oh yeah.
That was doing the joke.
Oh
I knew
yeah.
you were
I've been on
hard.
probably
I only
10
started
times.
here. I only started here in September.
Oh yeah.
September, huh?
If you combine all of our years, you've been here way long. Still double us.
Part time.
I got to start working on my 2-year anniversary blog. It's coming up next month.
You've been here for 2 years already?
Uh-huh.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's coming up next month. What's that face, Rico? Remember when I started and you called me a redneck?
I did not.
Call me dumb.
Well,
I mean,
still
you're
call me
dumb.
Tom.
That was like playful dumb.
Was it?
Marty, yeah, he's dumb.
Oh, okay. Redneck was not playful. All right.
I didn't say that.
Ohio and Creighton. Probably the least sexy matchup today, frankly.
That's why I think Creighton's just going to win.
That's why I think it's the same as Villanova to me, because
Yes.
Villanova they were a 5 seed that I thought was going to go out. They didn't, and then they just mollywopped the team in
And
the
it's the
second
same
round.
draw, 12 and 13.
It's the same draw. So I love Creighton as well.
I'm addicted to betting underdogs.
Took Ohio.
I'm addicted to it. Like all these games, everyone's been on I'm on the underdog on every single one.
I like Creighton a
I've been
lot
on the
now.
dog on every single game we've
I
talked
think
about.
you're going to be
I'm
on the dog on this one too, because LSU Michigan's at 6-10.
Yep.
I think LSU could win the game.
Absolutely.
What's the spread?
It's 5.
So I'm going to be the only one on Michigan.
Does that make you nervous though? A number 1 seed only favored by 5 in the second round?
Yeah.
Baylor
That's why I
was-
like LSU.
Yeah.
It's
Baylor
pointing
was-
towards us.
But Baylor was 6.
What?
Baylor was a
what was
6.
that?
But it went up to
7.5.
It closed.
What was
started-
that?
it
Illinois was
started
8.5,
at
right? 8.5, 8, somewhere in there.
8 and yeah.
And Gonzaga's 14.5.
No,
So,
it's-
but that's
that
Gonzaga.
is the weakest 8 though that in this.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Well, we agree
Them
that
being, even though Mizzou's not great, them going and beating them without Harmon was like that's a solid win.
Yeah.
Like Mizzou's talented; they're a talented team.
the thing about LSU though is if they have 4 guys who can score 30, and that's very, very rare. Now, if they don't play defense, it's not going to matter. But they got 4. If they get a couple of those guys hot, it's a shootout. Michigan, I don't know if Michigan's prepared for a shootout without Livers. I love LSU here.
I just think Dickinson's going to be a big problem for him.
Dickinson is going to be a big problem. So Michigan's going to try to slow it down. LSU's going to try to speed it up. It's going to be a tempo clash. Who wins when that happens?
It's been mixed.
Yeah. Yeah. What else you guys want to talk about?
Is there one more game?
Yeah, a couple more games. Colorado, Florida State.
That's the sneaky underrated game of the
It's a
day.
great game.
I'm on Florida State.
Me too.
Has the Pac-12 lost?
No.
No.
They haven't lost yet.
No.
With that game, I just think people tend to overreact
Well,
to
to be honest-
Colorado just going berserk from 3.
They got 3. Pac-12 has 3 games today to try to get 3 more teams in the Sweet 16.
It's actually not fair that the Pac-12 is allowed to play in this time zone. They have had more time. Technically, they've had more hours in the day to prepare. They're going back and forth. They have 3 more hours to prepare than any other team.
How so?
Time's difference.
But they got here a week ago.
Yeah, that week, the days before, they had extra hours. Because when they fucking were 3 hours before, they
Every
went back.
time I want to start liking you and thinking you're not a goddamn
thought.
idiot.
I'm trying to do some mental math in my head, and just none of it's calculating.
Not a bad thought.
They lose the hours while they're in the air.
But they gained it when they were there.
They didn't gain anything while they were there.
3 out when it
They
was
don't
9
have
o'clock.
27 hours in a day. They have the same
Wait, when did
24 we have.
when
They
did
just
they
started
technically
later.
lose it?
What?
When did they lose it?
When they went to Indianapolis. What's Indianapolis?
I think it's Eastern.
That's Eastern?
So when did they technically lose?
No, it's
3
Central.
hours?
That's Central, right?
No, I think Indy is. Parts of Indiana, I believe, are Central, but I believe that is.
Okay, all right, fine.
Indy's its own thing.
Indy's not its own thing. Indy's not its own thing.
Indy's its own thing. It's its own
I think
thing.
Indy's is one of those like.
No.
Isn't that one of those states where it's declare your own? Like the North is
For sure.
Arizona,
central.
I think they're in
East-
between.
First of all,
It's like
Indiana's
30
not
minutes.
a state. Indianapolis is not a state. It's a city.
So how is
Indiana is a state.
How is Arizona always the same exact time as us? At same times, but they don't do daylight savings.
That's political. You know how you check the box for like weed approval, gambling approval? They voted no daylight savings. 1987 it was a very impressive election.
Speaking of, we're actually across the street from a legal weed dispensary. Big Ev, how's your week been?
Honestly, I was trying to do the math in my head, and the gummy I took this morning started kicking in, and I'm just like, I was like, the math just not
Someone
working.
needs to clip that entire.
So they got weed over there or just gummies? What do they got?
Everything.
They got everything?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Nick's parents like paid a lot of money, send him to good schools. He dresses nice, he wears nice shoes, and this poor bastard has to sit there and watch this fucking conversation.
Watching
That's all.
these
It's
idiots.
something to be talked about that their time just doesn't change, but it's always the same.
Goes back for Thanksgiving dinner. Hey Nick, what are you doing? Well, I watched 4 illiterates argue over fucking
I'm not
daylight
illiterate. I
savings.
haven't participated in this.
Yeah, but you're
Sorry.
from Mississippi. You have 2 strikes against you.
One more on that.
When did you get here?
Do you have an
Speaking of,
answer though?
he
or
won
no?
20 grand.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're not rolling it anymore, right?
He'll never get another bet though. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you've never gotten one?
I'll never get one.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
He goes like this.
Well, you're not going to. What do you mean?
You're out of the
a
crew.
race?
Like, I just won 20K.
Yeah, if he won 20K, what does he care if he gets another bet? I mean, he won 20K, he didn't do anything.
Spider fucking has gotten like 4 different bets. I'd rather that than
he
one.
will
Spider,
get
though.
them. Yes,
Spider.
Spider will continue to
But
get
I'd rather. That's what I'm saying. I'd
The
rather
one
get more
Spider
than
won
one.
when he had 5 points and he had 8 to spare in the
half.
second half is unreal.
I still rather more than one.
I agree.
I don't think I'm crazy. For
But
that.
no, you're not. You're not. But if you're him and he just got 20K for doing nothing.
Yeah, I'd rather get 20K
Yeah.
for doing nothing again.
Maryland, Alabama. Maryland is Bama's -5.5. Bama turn up the screws on Maryland.
Yeah.
You think so? You like
the
Bama a
Big
lot?
Ten theory, like I think the team that they can get into the Sweet 16 will be the one that's most unexpected. So that's why I'm now worried about Maryland.
Yeah.
But Bama left a ton of points on the floor against Iona. Now Maryland's better than Iona, but they left a ton of points. 2 of 10 from 3 in the first half, missed a ton of free throws, missed a ton of layups.
Yeah, but 2 of 10 from 3 is that's their downfall. That they take so many. If they go cold, that's where Maryland. Could
I actually
beat
think
them
they
up.
didn't take enough against Iona.
They never got in a groove. I was sitting next to Rico. He was saying that. I agree with him. They never.
didn't.
They only
They didn't
took
take
10 in the
enough.
first half. I think they were 2 of 10. They didn't take that many. They usually take about 30.
I mean, Iona just made the game ugly, but the thing is, Maryland can do that.
They're-
That's
yeah.
literally what they do.
Maryland makes things.
They're
up.
going to try to just ugly it up.
That's why they're here, because they make those. They have those stupid wins.
And my choice for the game of the day, the sneaky game of the day, is the last game. That's USC against Kansas.
My favorite game.
USC with Mobley, and then Kansas. Kansas McCormick down low that just absolutely is a beast and just elbows people out of the way.
We think Wilson's going to be back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Wilson's playing.
Jalen Wilson.
He was taking a test early. I think he's going to take a test late, and then they might green light him for the game. But going off that COVID thing or these bubbles or whatever, he's been a guy who doesn't. He's not a volume shooter. He's not a volume scorer for Kansas. We talked about Kansas' downfall this year is they don't have the guy. You know, like Cade Cunningham, Zion back in the day. Like Kansas is just kind of some of the parts. He could be a little bit rusty. I love USC so much it terrifies me.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people are down on Kansas, even though they've been proving a lot lately that they also didn't even get a chance in the Big 12 conference tournament because of COVID. But
Well, I
that's
mean,
something-
Eastern Washington gave Kansas fits.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of people. That's Eastern Washington was also a big like people thought they were going to upset Kansas, and they
Yeah.
kind of just they keep holding their own.
Well, Groves can stretch it. Mobley doesn't shoot the 3 that well or at all. But Tanner Groves hangs 35 on you. What do you think Mobley's going to do against you?
For sure.
Yeah, but I don't know.
They just have more size than everybody.
here's
Yes.
my here's my card. Here's yeah, I'm gonna do it. You want me to do it right now? 4
Who
picks.
white?
So before I get into picks, let's talk about our buttholes. Let's talk about our asses. Throw me some. Throw me some dude wipes. That's the worst throw I've ever seen. Okay, that one hit me in the knee. I probably should. Okay, we've got enough. We've got. Dude wipes. What's this? Dude shower on the go, 1 body wipe. Actually, you guys could use that right now. And 1 flushable wipe. Flushable wipes for your butthole. You don't want that dry, scratchy toilet paper. You want to keep yourself clean. You want to keep yourself nice and fresh.
Biggest thing about these, fragrance free.
You like
Yes.
fragrance free?
Yes, it helps.
Baby
a lot.
wipes smell like ball bags.
Yeah, you don't want to smell that.
No bueno.
No boy.
You don't want
Yeah.
to smell like ball bags.
You want fragrance-free wipes for your butthole. Keep everything good. Dude wipes. Go to dudewipes.com. Code WALK15. WALK15 to get 15% off your order at dudewipes.com for these wonderful. These are on the go, but you can get the pack that you
good.
put in your bathroom. That's what I have in my house, the big packs. But
Thank
this
you,
is just a-
Jared. That's Jared's promo code. Thank you, Jared. He's a baseball guy. Walk 15. Thank you, Jared.
When did you think of that?
Just now.
Just now? You proud of it?
Oh, yeah.
You just add in bits whenever, right? Just you've got your old standbys, but you throw in whatever you can throw in.
His
7-Eleven's hours, my bits. Open year round.
You love the bit of like time zones that it's
Loved
an
it,
hour and
loves it.
15.
Yeah, but you took that one today.
Well,
No, I
Marty
said-
will take a bit.
No,
in a
I didn't
heartbeat.
take that bit. I said that. How is Arizona? That's just a question that no
Yeah,
one
yeah,
knows.
yeah.
Like Arizona never changes,
Well, I
but we
feel like
change, but it's
somebody
always
knows.
the same.
Somebody knows.
Think about it. It always doesn't change. We're changing. How we always matched up by 3 hours?
I got Oregon +5 against Iowa in the first
No
game.
answers.
Gonzaga -14 against Oklahoma. UCLA -4.5 against Abilene Christian. UCLA Abilene Christian under 133.5. Florida State -1.5 to beat Colorado. This feels like the year finally for Florida State. They're finally quiet. Like they're not a trendy pick.
Yes.
And they're always a trendy pick because of how athletic they are and how they're not a trendy pick this year. I think this is the year they might sneak in.
And Colorado was unbelievably impressive, and they were not so impressive in their games.
Kansas money line against USC, and then
Kansas?
I did. That's what I just said.
I have Kansas too.
Yeah, a Kansas money line. You said you love USC so much it scares you. Well, if it scares you, then there's a possibility. I thought Kansas looked good the other day, even though Eastern Washington scored a lot of points. Kansas was like scoring.
I thrive in scaredness. Every night I go to sleep when I have night terrors, but I love going to sleep. I thrive in the terror.
I don't think you ever exist without fear.
Right. I thrive in it.
Your whole persona at Barstool is fear-based.
That's why I like USC. Turn out the lights, let the monsters out. I'm okay.
I have a problem.
What is it?
There's no plus signs on my card.
Yeah.
I gotta change one.
All I've got is plus signs.
I gotta change
Literally.
one.
Do y'all want to share?
So I got Iowa -5.
Which is fine. I think that's fine.
Gonzaga -14.5. UCLA -5. Creighton -5. Michigan -5. Florida State -1.5. I'm changing my one pick. Maryland +5.5. And then Kansas.
I thought you loved Alabama.
I do. I gotta get a plus sign in there. I just love them.
I'm going to be the opposite. I'm going to be like, damn, I need a minus in here.
Well, this has been an underdog tournament.
I know the last 2 weeks I've done incredibly well gambling.
This has been an underdog, and it was an under tournament. I think the over started to rebound a little bit late yesterday. But it was underdog, under tournament, and I don't know.
But this side of the bracket, besides,
this side does look cleaner than the other side.
it's more chalky this side than the other one's chaos.
Yeah, Friday, Sunday were more chaos filled than Saturday was. Am I getting that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Rico, what are your picks?
Oregon, Iowa over 148. Ohio +5.5. USC -1.5. Bama first half. Bama game. LSU +5.
Big F.
Oregon +5.5.
That's one underdog.
Oklahoma +14.
That's two underdogs.
Abilene Christian +4.5.
3.
LSU +5.
4.
Florida State money line. Maryland +5.5.
5.
USC money line. Oh, and Ohio +5.5.
You gotta be a little scared. There's no minuses in there too.
I'm petrified.
Can't you just trade for Bama?
Why are you
If you
hollering?
want a minus, get Bama and come with me.
I have them.
Why's he hollering?
I have him +20 or.
Because when he
plus
goes
2,000.
against last night, when he goes against me, I lose.
But I don't do it on purpose.
Don't
I
look
just
so
made it
sad.
That's what I'm saying. Change.
But I like Maryland.
If you can change, he can change.
I'm addicted. I can't get off the dog train. I've been winning.
I
can't
love
get
the
off
dog train.
I know
I
how
can't
this
get
is
off
gonna
it.
end.
I've been winning.
I know how this is gonna end.
Sex.
How do you think when Marty Mush has got all favorites and I got all dogs?
There was no reason.
It's more of a respect.
wasn't right.
There was
And I didn't do that.
there was no reason.
Yeah, you
for
did.
that.
It
No
wasn't
reason.
right.
You didn't
No
look at me
reason.
when
This
you
is a me
said
and
it.
you problem.
It was like
I
I
acted
wasn't
like you
here.
weren't even there. You're right.
Yeah,
I think you're
I
good.
completely turned my back.
That was a
think
little
you're good.
disrespectful.
You had to turn your back the whole day until
No
then.
reason for that.
You're right.
It's
I
a
was sitting
sign of
there.
respect. I think
I'm
you're
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Give me one. Give me
Rico,
one Bama.
You know who's good? The guy that won $10,000.
Good job, Dave.
Dave probably doesn't even know what's happening to
Oh,
him.
he's not awake. There's no chance he's awake.
He didn't know.
Actually,
he
I
didn't know we were coming. He's like, oh, "Good to see you guys." It's like
I
we
take
have
that
all
back.
day tomorrow.
So let's see. 9:35 a.m. White Sox Dave texts. Do you know how we get the money? I said no, and that was the extent of the conversation.
Tell him text Dave about it. Start
Yeah.
shaking down Dave.
It's really funny. But you should actually say, like, I texted Dave. He just gave it to me. You just gotta text him.
Text Dave. Where's my
think so?
I mean, I convinced him I didn't know what Target was. I think we could do this.
On his you imagine that text on his birthday?
Shaking him down for $5,000.
Right before,
I
right
can't do that to
before he
White Sox,
records the
Dave.
DP show. Right before he records the DP show. Might be the first audio firing in the history of the
Where's my
company.
money? It's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
But I don't know if I can do that to White Sox Dave. Poor little thing.
so
I can't
pumped.
believe he was awake at 9:35 in the morning.
Well, yeah.
He was smashed last night.
Again, he had no idea we were still here today. Just had no.
Oh, actually, yeah. Carl gave me a big hug. Said it's good to see you.
Yeah.
And they were all saying their goodbyes last night.
We got games today.
Although
boys.
I am leaving, so.
I lived with kids in Philly that when the late game started during the first day, like you know how it's like 8:40, 9 o'clock, 9:15, 9:30 of the last tips. When those games ended, they showed guys warming up, and they were like, "Wait, there's more games." Me and my buddies who we grew up with, these kids were like new. We were like, "Yo, they just don't have the ticket."
No, they don't.
24 hours,
Also,
2 days. They
shit's all
no
day.
ticker. Yeah,
this
like
week-
This shit's 11 to 2 a.m.
Right, yeah.
It
This
don't
week,
stop.
confirmed Central Time is by far the best time.
Central Time is easily the best time zone in this
Agreed.
country.
I think Mountain is close.
Probably. I've never been in Mountain. I grew up
That's
my
2
whole
10
life.
a.m.
in
is
Central.
11 a.m. is perfect.
Eastern time zone is
Your
bullshit.
last,
he
the
is.
last game. Happy
up,
birthday,
kid? Happy
Spider.
birthday, Spider.
Happy birthday, Spider. Attaboy.
one pick today,
The
birthday
boy.
pick. What do you
Why
got?
are you guys here? You know, we're
One
not streaming
pick.
until 5.
Well, yeah, we're just.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's all good.
walk in.
No, you're fine.
Nah,
you're fine.
electric
Have a
concert
seat.
world, bro.
One pick, one birthday pick.
That's tough. I don't know. Let me give me 1 minute.
You got a minute.
All right.
You got a minute. Where's he going to get it?
He's got a
He's
guy.
got to get in the lab. Let him get in the lab quick.
Okay, he's in the lab. Spider's in the lab.
his birthday. He's
We'll
got
get
a
our
lot going
Spider
on.
birthday pick in a second.
Underrated Spider moment yesterday. We're talking about Eddie's like, what big jobs are opening? Like, you think Porter Moser's going into Indiana? And Spider goes, not enough people are talking about the kid from Fordham winning A10 like Rookie of the Year, just out of fucking nowhere. I'm like, Spider, always on the pulse of Fordham.
He's back in on Fordham.
Elliot's
They
like-
fired the coach.
yeah,
He's
Elliot's
back
like,
in.
what's his
They
deal
fired
with-
the coach because that was my favorite thing from his Twitter.
Yeah,
Like,
Elliot
don't
was
call
like,
that
what's his
scumbag.
deal? What's his deal with
Just
Fordham?
tweeting at,
I'm like, no,
tweeting at
he's-
recruits.
They had to recruit him back.
He would tweet at recruits
Yes.
saying, "Don't go here."
I told Elliot he was dying.
Fordham called him for like, when like alumni donations. He
Yeah.
goes, "No fucking way I'm giving you money when you hire that coach. I'm not fucking giving you money." I saw him on the phone. I was like, "Who are you talking to? I'm not giving that fucking at school that my money."
They had to recruit him back. They sent him a care package to the office.
Really?
Yes, Fordham gear.
Yo, you
playing
need
hard to get
Spider on
with
your
Fordham,
team.
huh?
Like,
Look at him blowing smoke
No,
already.
you don't want Spider on your team. He just wins 20K without you.
Yeah, I'm back on Fordham Bonnies. Go A10 basketball.
What's the pick?
The pick is USC.
USC.
love it.
Let's go.
Love it.
Yes.
Double up. Put double it on.
Play the song.
Opposite of
I don't care if we're on YouTube.
I
Play
got
the song.
Kansas. I got Kansas.
Guy.
This is the story of the weekend. I'm sorry.
It's been a tough weekend for you, boy, but it's good. I'm happy. It's your birthday.
Good luck. Positive vibes, everyone.
Positive vibes,
Need
guys.
it. Let's go.
This is a grind. We got to get through one more tournament day, and then we got Sweet 16 coming up on Saturday. You know what's crazy? So the Sweet 16 is going to be Saturday through, or the next couple of rounds.
That's the one that
Saturday
hurts.
through Tuesday.
That's the one that hurts more.
But yeah, so if you win the your region Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you play in the Final Four Saturday. Like, there's not a full week to get ready anymore. There's
But when did they
3
give
days.
them the? Oh yeah, it will be.
No, it'll
They
be
all will
Saturday.
play. You're
It'll
right.
be
You're
Saturday.
right.
So they're gonna probably have a travel day to go back to work. Well, actually, they're gonna stay in
Oh
Indianapolis.
yeah,
aren't
they all play Saturday.
Yeah,
That's what
I get what you were getting at.
I guess there
I was
is
gonna
no
say they'll play
travel because
Sunday,
they're all
but
staying in
those
Those
Indianapolis.
teams get one more day to prepare. Yeah.
Easter on Sunday is just criminal.
It's on a Sunday this year?
No, like on that Sunday. Don't give me that.
Of the Final Four?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
It's like Final Four,
The way-
Easter,
you
Final
understand
Four.
the way you
That's
said
an
it.
off day. It shouldn't be in.
But the way you said it, it
What I
sounded like
said.
you were like, why is Easter on a Sunday? That's
Oh,
what it
I
sounded
didn't
like.
mean-
It's on a Sunday this year?
Okay, see?
I mean, I wasn't. I know it's always on. a
You opened the
Sunday.
door for his bet again.
Yeah.
Because he loved that too.
But also, Jack
Like, it-
McCarthy did not know Thanksgiving's always on Thursday.
Oh, that's my
Are
favorite.
you not going to do
See, it works.
Always the
Are you not
third
going to do
Thursday.
Spider's birthday always on a Monday?
No. Save that for next year. Can't use them all. Got to have some guys in the bullpen.
You use them all the time. You use every bit you have all day.
When I use them all, I will retire.
What, did you retire 5 years ago?
No. I got a few. See the
Okay,
celery one yesterday? That was a hit.
The cellar? What was the
What do we got
cellar?
on the time here? I can't
I
hear the
truly
music.
did smell it. Can you
We
smell
get out of
celery?
here?
No, you can't smell it. It smells
All
like
right.
water, maybe.
So I
Water
believe the
doesn't
Yak
smell.
is they're doing a show today. If you're watching me and you wonder if the Yak's coming up, it's not next, obviously, because we did an hour early. But I think the Yak is going at 1 o'clock Eastern. No, I'm in the Yak group. I know it is.
He's in the Yak group, guys.
No, TJ was like, I don't know about it.
The
but-
Yak guys, by the way, you can't talk to the Yak people when they're in the group. They won't let you in. I've realized in the office they all do their little yacky yaks and their little bits, and they're too cool for things. We can't talk to them in the office. It's tough.
Aspect Central.